Words of comfort, Cena just hides her eyes. Policeman taps the shades, is that a Chevy 69? How bizarre.
Guys, welcome back. It's been a long time, but
it's been a week.
We're
this
back.
is a pre-recorded episode.
Because we're on top of stuff. Because
we are on top of stuff now.
Hard-working boys.
We're hard-working boys.
So, Joe.
What's up?
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Dave, I got a lot on my mind.
Take it off.
I was looking at
table.
Twitter today. Twitter. Follow me at Gunkball. My name right now is Milky Gum.
What is the story behind Gunkball?
Actually, I don't know. I kind of was just like, you know what? I look like a ball of gunk.
Gross.
That's my name. And I wanted to change it because the one before was like boring and stupid. And joe.ennis is taken.
Have you met Joe.ennis? Have you reached out to Joe.ennis?
I should. See if he'd give it to me.
Yeah. Y'all should meet up.
Be like, hey, I'm better than you.
No. I feel like y'all would be friends. Or would you be enemies? Or would you eliminate him?
I'd eliminate him.
Nice.
In like Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros. Fashion.
You have a favorite Super Smash Bros. Character?
The ones that I can win with.
So nobody.
Actually, no. No. Probably Ike. I love Ike.
Ike?
Yeah.
Ike sucks.
Ike's the best.
Ike
He's
is the
so
worst.
good.
I hate Ike.
I love him. Anyway.
Anyways, I was on Twitter, and there's something trending on Twitter right now. And it's hashtag if only people would.
If they would what?
So you decide. So there's things like this one says if only people would smoke more. This one says if only people would all be hypnotized by a vengeful god demon to walk together into the sea and perish, leaving rats to rule the earth alone.
Isn't that way more than 142
This
characters?
other person, same person, tweeted both of these. If only people would live. And then the second one says, if only people would learn. I say, hashtag deep.
How did this start trending? I'm so confused.
And then this one says, if only people would stop catching feelings over Twitter battles, it's not that serious. Oh, and then the guy below that, the same guy that did live and learn, said, if only people would love. Man, that guy is just crazy. Oh, and then he said, if only people would listen, if only people would pay attention. Okay, I'm going to stop reading him.
So it's like everyone thinking that they have the answer of what everyone should change.
A red fish tweeted blurp.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
If only people would stop trying so hard to enjoy life.
What?
Oh, if only people would be yourself, stop trying so hard to enjoy life. I feel like it's kind of the opposite way, because when you are yourself, you enjoy life more, so why? Okay.
Dang.
Dave, if you're going to say if only people would, what would you say?
Great question. I would probably say...
Wait, we got to prefix this. Let me see if I can get some tunes.
Do you want my serious answer or my joke answer?
Dave, what do you think I want? Hold on.
The serious answer. If only people would put down their swords and put down their paper and put down their cats, the world would be a happier place for dogs.
My dog died last week. What do I do in this situation? I'm trying to... Oh, sweet.
You missed the tunes. I answered my answer without the music. I can answer it again with the music.
Ready?
I was born ready.
Wait. It didn't work.
I was not born to wait.
It's not working.
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway, Joe, what would you? Same question. Go.
Same question.
Shoot.
What would I
Say that everyone should do.
if only people would stop going to Starbucks? Or no, if only people would stop going to.
Stop going, people.
If only people would stop going.
What do you want them to do instead?
Stop.
Stop everything?
Yeah. No, if only people would stop going to Starbucks and ordering Frappuccinos. And specifically, unicorn Frappuccinos.
Whoa.
Those were the worst. I hated them. This woman came in the other day. Actually, this guy came in
Excuse me.
the other day and told me I was the Antichrist.
Didn't that happen when I used to work there?
Yeah, he came in again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He keeps coming in.
He called you
walked
the
up to me.
Antichrist again?
He walked up to me and he's like, "Hey man, do you like read the Bible?" And I was like, "Well, as a matter of fact, I do." And I'd never seen this guy before, and I was like, maybe we're about to have a cool, interesting conversation. And I was like, "Why, yes." And I was making drinks, and then he goes, but before I even said yes, he goes, "Because," and he interrupts me. He says, "Because I had a dream last night." Or no, because I read the Bible a lot, and I had a dream last night that you were in. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. But I couldn't really get a word out because he was talking so much and so fast. Sure. And he was like, "And you, I believe, are the Antichrist." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah. And I just feel like the Lord wanted me to tell you that you're the Antichrist and that everything you love, including your family and friends, will be burned and sent to hell." And I was like, "Oh." And before I could really process this, he goes, "Well, so what do you think about that?" And then I was about to give my answer, something along the lines of, "That's an interesting thought." Before I could even say that, he... Thanks, Dave.
Excuse me. I've been mildly congested all week. Anyway.
Let me continue.
Yeah, continue.
He said before I could even say my thought, he said, "What do you think?" And then he ran out of the store really quick. Wow. And then today he was in our store, or when this is recorded, so last week he was in our store, and he was outside talking to a guy. Came in. He's like, "Hey, that guy out there was talking to me about genital mutilation and murdering people." And I was like, "Oh, so we think there's something mentally not there." But it was very odd.
The Starbucks, but
no, of course
the one at Montrose Crossing.
David.
It has so many crazy people. It's insane.
David, why?
It's insane.
Why did you just say that?
It's insane. Why? Who's gonna listen to this and be
people
like,
in Maryland? Only people in Maryland listen to this.
Yeah, but why does it matter that they know where the crazy one is?
I guess they'll stop coming if they know that.
Exactly. And that would fulfill your wish, your tweet.
Another woman came in the other day, and she got a wrap. I think I told you this. She got a wrap from, like, the case. So, like, it's like a already pre-cased wrap. And it's like a cold wrap. And she got it, and then she took it home. And then the next day she came back. And then she said, "I'd like a refund for this." And we were like, "Well, what?" And it was open, and one of the 3 pieces of the wrap was gone. And she was like, "Well, yeah, I bought this yesterday, took it home, put it in my fridge." No, I took it home, I ate a piece of it, and then I put it in my fridge, and then today I got it out, and it was soggy, and I want a refund. And we were like, "That's not how refunds work, and we can't give you a refund for that." And then she said, "Well, I have bills to pay. I need to get a refund for this." And we were like, "Sorry, that's not our problem." But I think she actually ended up getting like a $4 gift card out of it or something.
That's terrible. That's dumb.
It was so annoying. Stupid. Anyways.
People are weird.
Other than that.
Nice. That was a good run.
That was
Let's keep going.
um.
What else is on your mind, Joe?
Man, what else is on my mind? There's another thing on my mind, Dave.
Yep.
I don't know if you'll have much to say about this.
Yeah.
But I play a lot of video games.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. Play a lot of Overwatch.
I don't.
Play a lot. Overwatch, Dave, is also in the past year has become a professional competitive game. So like,
Wow.
people can play it professionally at competitions. It's a team game. It's very fun.
Interesting.
I don't do that because I am not that good. But recent conversation I had with some people was about esports and
Yes.
competitive gaming
Yes.
and whether it should be called a sport or not. Because somebody sent an article of I forget what school it is, but there's a school that now gives a scholarship for Overwatch.
What?
So like if you're good at Overwatch and could be on a professional team, they'll give you a scholarship for it.
Oh my gosh.
Just like they'd give you a scholarship for being good at basketball,
That's
being
so
good
weird.
at something else. It is weird. But the conversation is, should esports, like competitive gaming, be called a sport? Do you think? I think it should,
EA Sports.
but I don't think people should necessarily care.
It's in the game, Joe.
The college doesn't care because they just think, and the companies that run esports don't care because they kind of just think if it brings in money, then we don't care what you call it. It's making us money.
Right.
It is. I think there's a lot of skill involved in playing video games.
Sure.
Yeah, it takes a lot of.
Sure.
The reaction time is interesting. It takes quick thinking a lot of times. Overwatch specifically is something like that. It's a team game. You're working as a team to accomplish a goal against another team. And I looked up the definition of sport. And let me look it up again.
I think I
This is
don't.
the definition of sport.
I think
Before
I
you
don't
before
care-
you continue.
Oh, whoops.
This is the definition of sport.
Well, spoiler.
An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another team or others for entertainment.
Can you repeat that?
An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment.
Based off of that definition, I would say no.
Because physical
because it's not
exertion.
physical extortion.
Extortion.
Physical
exertion.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was looking at. I was like, well, it says physical. In a way, you could say that it's physical,
In a way, you could say a lot of things are physical,
but you could say a lot of things are physical.
but they're not.
Right.
Not.
I
when
think
it's not in the context
based
of
off the
sports.
definition of sport,
Right.
I believe I would call it more of just a competition.
Yeah. Which
A
is fine.
team-based competition.
Sure.
But the other thing I was thinking about was because there were some people I was talking to that were very against calling it a sport.
Oh no.
Very against it. And I don't care what you call it. It brings in money. People don't care if you call it a sport or not. I don't think. They're just like, I'm making money off of it. So
Sure.
whatever. But there were some people that were very against calling it a sport because I think one reason that they were very against it is because
Because
they
they're bad
don't
at the game.
Well, no. It's because they don't want to be affiliated with they don't want, or sports is their thing.
Oh, they play sports.
Yeah. So it's like sports is their thing. Video games should stay out of sports. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to be affiliated with people that play sports. What do you think on that? Tell me, Dave.
Well, first I'm gonna give my original answer.
Sure.
That I
Do
don't
it.
think I care enough to have an opinion on this.
Yeah, I don't either.
And then my second answer is, so.
Well, come on, Dave.
What
I'm
do you
starting
mean?
a conversation here. Do you think esports should be called a sport?
I don't think so. I don't think it should. No.
Why not?
because it's not really a sport, because it's not physical exertion. But I think it's fine to call it a competitive game. Like I understand the professional NFL player wouldn't want to be affiliated with two professional sports players, Tom Brady and whoever the crap from this video game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, whoa. I just flicked that
Thanks for doing
peppermint
that.
wrapper, and it flew up into the air and landed in Joe's drink. And I totally meant to do it. So, there it is. Try for round 2 with my other peppermint wrapper. Oh, I missed. Round 3. Ready? It's pretty close. Alright, I'm done.
Yeah. Are you done with that?
I am
Thanks.
finished.
Okay, so this is Webster's definition of sport.
This is
it's a little
exhaustive-
different. The last one I read was Google's.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one has 2. One says physical activity engaged in for pleasure.
Boom. Already failed.
But the other one, also on Webster, says a particular activity, such as an athletic game, that people are engaged in.
That's not a very good definition.
That isn't.
Let's look up the Urban Dictionary one.
Urban Dictionary's definition of sport.
Yeah. Read through all of them.
Oh, we should look up the word of the day. Urban Dictionary. Sport. Top one. So this is the top one for Urban Dictionary. The name your dad calls you by that makes you feel like a total loser, which you probably are.
Based off of that definition, I would say it should be a sport.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly.
So let's look at the Urban
With
Dictionary
all that I
word
am.
of the day. The word of the day for July 12th is net neutrality. Net neutrality is an idea whereby all access to the collective internets is equal, where no limits on different throughputs or access to services are placed.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
Uh,
I don't like when people say that.
what? Interesting.
Interesting. Or
Interesting.
ax. I axed him for something. It's
Interesting.
it's not spelled AX.
Any other interesting...
It's spelled ASK. So pronounce it as such.
So, definition 2 of sport,
Yeah.
actually for sports on Urban Dictionary, is America's state-sponsored religion.
Wow. Sure.
Number 3 is a terrifying and pointless act of exercising by choice.
Why is it terrifying?
I
Did
don't
a
know, I guess this
paraplegic
person
write that
doesn't like-
definition?
Probably. Or just a fat person.
Because that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
If
Number
I
4,
were that.
for sport, generic name used as a substitute for a person's surname, which is kind of the first one we did. Your dad calling you a loser.
Yeah.
This one says an athletic competition that is objectively scored. Off that definition, I don't know. I mean, you're not necessarily physically running around.
If you have to go
But
6
there's reaction
definitions deep
time.
to prove your point, then
It's true.
It's probably wrong.
Also, who cares? It's a competition.
True.
People can do it for a living. They enjoy it. Who cares what they call it?
True.
It's not like
Joe,
anybody
I have
playing esports is like, this better be called a sport.
I have a good question.
Yeah.
In honor of your beloved dog, who named Sport?
I did.
That's good.
Based off my neighbor's dog who named their dog Sport. I'm not joking. My neighbor named their dog Sport, and I was like, that's the coolest name. So we named our dog
That's
Sport.
so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Glad
Yeah, I
asked
remember getting him. He was a little guy. He was like the size of this laptop.
that. Wow.
He's like really tiny.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to not get that big, and then he got pretty big.
Huge.
Yeah, he was a pretty big dog. Yeah. He used to come to this church.
So is Sam.
Yeah,
has Sam.
Sport has walked all around Sovereign Grace, taking a tour, been
The
everywhere.
whole tour.
Whole tour. And I think up here, too.
Wow.
At least the lobby.
What
and
a
auditorium.
privileged dog.
What a privileged dog. Sport lived a good life. He was a good kid. One time he ran onto 124, which is a road that's pretty busy all the time. And he ran onto it, stopped traffic. Traffic had to slow down. Luckily, there was a cop passing, and he directed traffic, but it was...
That's really scary.
Yeah, it was really scary for me watching him. And then he almost got his foot run over by a truck because the truck didn't stop and almost hit him. It was super scary.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. But luckily he lived for a while.
Rest in peace.
David, you got anything interesting to talk about?
No. Last
on.
week already.
I brought a lot to the table.
Last week, I brought a lot of great answers. We've been a great team.
That's not true. Your answers were so boring.
When
I had
someone-
to get you to talk. It took forever.
When someone says we've been a great team, usually the response is, yeah, not, no, you suck. Anyway. My ears I still can't hear anything. If you have been.
This is a week later.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be. So you think you'll have heard anything by this point?
I honestly don't.
I'm probably...
What's your guess? What's your guess of where my ear will be? If I'll be able to hear anything or not?
I'm going to say yes. I think you can hear.
In a week's time from today?
In a week's time.
Okay.
I'm going to say you can hear.
Cool.
Yeah.
I sure do hope so. Guys, who should we have on as a guest? Possibly George Clooney? Or George Clooney's son?
I looked up the fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Actually, I pressed the I'm feeling curious button
Joe's
on
just scraping for content
Google.
at the bottom of that barrel.
It's true,
Which
because
is
you're
fine.
not bringing any.
I don't have a computer, but yeah.
Well, you have a phone, and you
'Cause I
still
would-
weren't bringing anything.
I would also be.
I went on Google, I pressed I'm feeling curious, and this is what came up. I'm going to read it.
All right, go for it.
The question that came up was, what do the 5 rings of the Olympic symbol represent? Do you know? Can you name 3 of the colors?
Red, yellow, black, green.
Yes, that was right. Can you name the other one? You get one guess.
Blue.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations. And these symbols,
Go Dave.
which make up one of the most recognizable symbols in the world, traditionally represent the 5 different areas of the world, including North and South America.
Whoa.
They're one area,
That's really cool.
along with Africa, Australia, Asia, and Europe.
That's pretty awesome.
You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's why I'm reacting like that.
Yeah.
Why would you?
You seem like you just don't care.
No, I am amazed. That's pretty cool.
Did you actually not know that?
No, I didn't.
I knew that. I think. Maybe not. I think I've heard that before. I just don't remember it.
You seem confused. If you were an Olympian, what sport would you play, and would you get a tattoo of the rings?
I definitely would get a tattoo of the rings.
Me too. It's so cool.
And I think I would be... Well, in seriousness, when I think about it, I'd probably be in the Olympics for something like super boring. Like
Yeah.
track and field. Not track and field, but like the cross country.
Yeah.
Because they're all super tiny and skinny, and
True.
I'm tiny and skinny. Or like I'd be in something like ping pong.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Ping pong.
Yeah.
That'd be
Except I
awesome.
suck at ping pong, but I'd probably be in like ping pong.
I don't suck, but I'm definitely not going to the Olympics anytime
Yeah, there's
soon.
no way you're going to the Olympics, Dave.
I still have to train for 50 years.
Yeah.
Be
My
the
aunt
oldest
was
Olympian.
supposed to go to the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
We talked to her. That was cool. She beat the gold medalist in like 72, right? 82? Something like that.
1932.
No, it wasn't 32. But it was cool. She beat it. She crushed her, and then they didn't send her to the Olympics because they said that she wasn't popular enough.
Dang.
Wouldn't have brought in as much money, which kind of sucks because she crushed the person who ended up winning.
Yeah.
We got like 4 minutes.
I have a fun fact
Go.
of my life.
Go.
One time I met Ben Carson.
You did?
Yeah.
How was that?
How was it? It was great.
Where'd you meet him?
At a bookstore in
Really?
Gaithersburg. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He was doing a signing.
Dr. Ben Carson? Oh, he was doing a signing. Okay.
Yeah. And back then, he wasn't known for his dumb political whatever the crap. He was an amazing surgeon. And it was like, wow, I shook the hands that separated two Siamese twins. It's pretty cool. World famous surgeon.
Separated two Siamese twins.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. First time.
I didn't know that.
Like before his political life, he's like the man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, that was cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met anybody at a signing. Actually, that's a lie. I walked into Dick's Sporting Goods one day, and there's two DC United soccer players there, but I don't know either of them.
That's cool.
The only soccer player I ever knew from DC United was Freddie Adu. He was a...
Now, what's his face? I forget his name, so I don't know him either, but I used to.
No. But I got these two guys' signatures. I think that's the only person I've ever met at like a signing at a store. I have a few signatures, though. I got David Eckstein's the year he won the World Series with the Cardinals. That was cool. My dad met him, got me a signature. I have a bunch of national signatures, a bunch of random like Frederick Keys players.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Well,
David,
I think we're wrapping up here tonight.
I'm gonna let you wrap it up.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to the Bizarre Podcast. Make sure to follow us
totally
everywhere.
Bizarre today, man.
It was bizarre.
Dude,
I had a bizarre time. Follow us.
I think we should keep the Urban Dictionary thing going.
I like the Urban Dictionary.
We just look up the Urban Dictionary word of the day. Bye.
All right.
Around, it's in my face.